Michael had always been known for his contagious energy. At 50 years old, a successful entrepreneur in the tech industry in New York City, he had built a life that many admired. His routine began at 6 a.m. with physical exercises, followed by an intense day of meetings and projects. The evenings were dedicated to family, with lively dinners alongside his wife Sarah and their 2 teenage children. However, in recent months, something had changed. It all started subtly. First, it was the difficulty in maintaining his pace during morning runs. It must be just a phase, he thought, increasing his daily dose of coffee. Then came the fatigue that persisted even after a full night's sleep. The meetings, once stimulating, became real challenges of concentration. At home, the father who was always ready to play video games with his children now could only think about the moment he could lie down on the couch. Sarah was the first to notice the more subtle changes. "Michael, you haven't been yourself lately," she commented during dinner, with that look of concern that only wives can have. And she was right. Beyond physical fatigue, there was something deeper happening. The confidence that had always been his trademark was beginning to waver. Decisions at work, once made with certainty, now came with doubts and hesitations. It was during a routine checkup that his life began to change. Dr. Emily Thompson, a specialist in urology and andrology, listened attentively to his reports. Unlike other doctors he had consulted, she didn't dismiss his symptoms as just a consequence of age. With over 15 years of experience in men's health, she knew there was more to be investigated. "Michael, what you're feeling isn't just common. Tiredness," explained Dr. Thompson, adjusting her glasses while analyzing the test results. "Your symptoms suggest a specific nutritional imbalance that many men are unaware of: folic acid deficiency." The word sounded strange to Michael. Folic acid? Wasn't that the vitamin pregnant women needed to take? The doctor smiled, already accustomed to this reaction. "It's a common misconception to think that folic acid is only important for pregnant women. In fact, it's crucial for men's health, especially after 40. With patience and clarity, Dr. Thompson began to explain how this nutrient was essential for the production of healthy blood cells, for the proper functioning of the nervous system, and surprisingly, for maintaining energy levels and vitality. "Think of folic acid as a conductor in an orchestra," she illustrated. "It coordinates various important processes in your body, from DNA production to energy metabolism." Michael's tests revealed folic acid levels significantly below the ideal. "Your current diet, although it seems healthy, may not be providing all the necessary nutrients," observed the doctor. "Additionally, chronic stress and an intense lifestyle can increase your need for this nutrient." The discovery was a mix of concern and relief for Michael. Concern for having neglected such an important aspect of his health, but relief for finally having a concrete explanation for his symptoms. More importantly, there was a clear and achievable solution. "The good thing is that we can reverse this situation with some strategic changes," assured Dr. Thompson, beginning to outline a personalized action plan. "We're going to work on 3 fronts: diet, supplementation, and lifestyle changes." As he left the office that afternoon, Michael felt something he hadn't experienced in months: hope. With the folder of exams in one hand and a list of recommendations in the other, he realized he was at the beginning of an important journey. It wasn't just about regaining his physical energy, but about rediscovering his vitality in all aspects of life. On the way home, he made a stop at the grocery store. Dr. Thompson's words echoed in his mind as he walked the aisles, looking with new eyes at foods he had previously ignored: spinach, lentils, oranges, simple items that could make a significant difference in his health. Sarah immediately noticed something different when he arrived home with several shopping bags and a renewed gleam in his eye. "I think we finally figured out what was going on," he said, beginning to share everything he had learned about the role of folic acid in men's health. The week following the consultation, Michael returned to Dr. Thompson's office for a more in-depth consultation about the role of folic acid in his health. The welcoming environment of the office, with its soft-toned walls and a panoramic view of New York City, provided an ideal space for a frank conversation about men's health. Today, we're going to better understand how folic acid affects your body, began Dr. Thompson, using a 3D anatomical model on her tablet to illustrate her explanations. This B-complex vitamin, also known as folate in its natural form, is like a catalyst for various vital processes in your body. With her experience in sexual medicine and urology, the doctor explained how folic acid influences the production of red blood cells, fundamental for transporting oxygen throughout the body. When there's a deficiency of this nutrient, your body works like a car with half a tank. It functions, but not with optimal efficiency. Michael, always analytical, wanted to understand more about the relationship between folic acid and specific men's health. Dr. Thompson then revealed surprising information. Recent studies show that folic acid plays a crucial role in testosterone production, the quintessential male hormone. Adequate levels of this nutrient can help maintain hormonal balance, especially after 40. The doctor continued explaining how folic acid contributes to cardiovascular health, another fundamental aspect of male vitality. Folate helps regulate homocysteine levels in the blood, an amino acid that at elevated levels can affect your heart health and blood circulation. Using a graph on her computer, she showed Michael how folic acid levels influence different aspects of health. Notice how everything is interconnected. The improvement in blood circulation not only benefits your heart, but also increases physical disposition, improves concentration, and can even positively impact your intimate life. Michael was particularly interested to learn that folic acid also plays an important role in cognitive health. Many men don't realize it, but lack of concentration and mental fatigue can be related to deficiency of this nutrient, explained Dr. Thompson. Folic acid is essential for the production of neurotransmitters, the chemical substances our brain uses to communicate. The doctor then addressed an aspect that had caught Michael's attention from the beginning, the relationship between folic acid and healthy aging. The aging process is natural, but we can influence how our body responds to it. Folic acid acts in DNA repair and production, helping to keep your cells healthier for longer. Using an analogy that Michael, as a businessman, could easily understand, Dr. Thompson compared the role of folic acid to that of a maintenance manager in a factory. It oversees repairs, ensures production continues efficiently, and prevents problems before they become serious. The consultation also addressed the classic signs of folic acid deficiency, many of which Michael recognized in his own experience: persistent fatigue, irritability, difficulty concentrating, and even mood changes. These symptoms are often attributed to stress or natural aging, but they can be signs that your body needs more nutritional attention, explained the doctor. Michael began taking notes on his phone, determined not to miss any important information. Dr. Thompson smiled, approving his engagement. It's exactly this proactive attitude that makes a difference in treatment. Men's health needs to be viewed holistically, not just when problems arise. Before ending the consultation, the doctor made a point of emphasizing an important point. Folic acid is not a magic solution, but rather part of a broader approach to men's health. When combined with other healthy habits, it can make a significant difference in your quality of life. Michael left this second consultation with a much deeper understanding of how a single nutrient could have such an impact on his health. His initial concerns had transformed into determination. Now he understood that taking care of folic acid levels wasn't just about regaining his energy. It was about investing in his long-term health. With the knowledge acquired in the consultations with Dr. Thompson, Michael was ready to implement the necessary changes in his life. The doctor had prepared a detailed plan, divided into practical and achievable steps. The key to success is to start slowly and create sustainable habits, she explained during the planning consultation. The first step was reorganizing his diet. Dr. Thompson worked together with a partner nutritionist to create a menu that favored foods rich in natural folic acid. "I always prefer to start with natural sources of nutrients," she explained. "Your body absorbs folate better when it comes from food." Michael discovered a whole new world of culinary possibilities. Spinach, which rarely appeared on his table before, became a frequent ingredient in morning green juices. Lentils, which he barely knew, began to be part of his lunches, bringing not only folate but also essential proteins and fibers. Fresh oranges replaced industrialized juices, and broccoli started appearing regularly at dinner. Sarah, his wife, embraced the change with enthusiasm. "It's like we're rediscovering food," she commented as they tried new recipes together. The teenage children, initially skeptical, began to take an interest when they saw their father researching and explaining the benefits of each food. Dr. Thompson had warned that diet was only part of the solution. Folic acid works in conjunction with other nutrients and needs adequate conditions to be well utilized by the body, she explained. Therefore, Michael also needed to make adjustments to his lifestyle. Sleep, previously neglected in favor of long work hours, gained priority. The doctor explained how adequate rest was fundamental for the body to take advantage of nutrients and perform its recovery processes. Michael established a nighttime ritual, turning off screens an hour before bed and setting aside time for reading or meditation. Physical exercise also needed to be readjusted. "There's no point in forcing your body when it's in nutritional deficit," warned Dr. Thompson. Michael temporarily reduced the intensity of his runs, focusing on walks and moderate strength exercises. "As your folic acid levels normalize, you'll be able to gradually resume your previous routine," the doctor assured. Folic acid supplementation was introduced in a controlled and monitored manner. Each organism is unique, and the dosage needs to be personalized, explained Dr. Thompson, prescribing a specific amount for Michael's needs. "We'll monitor your levels regularly and adjust as necessary." An aspect that surprised Michael was the importance of stress management. The doctor explained how chronic stress can increase the need for various nutrients, including folic acid. "Your body is like a company. In times of high demand, it needs more resources to function properly." Stress management techniques were then implemented into his routine. Michael began practicing conscious breathing between meetings and included regular breaks during the workday. The practice of mindfulness, suggested by Dr. Thompson, helped him maintain focus on the present and reduce anxiety about the future. The doctor also emphasized the importance of social support in this process of change. "Share your journey with people close to you," she suggested. "Social support is a crucial factor for the success of any habit change." Michael began participating in a running group with other executives who were also seeking a healthier lifestyle. Follow-up consultations became moments of reflection and adjustments. Every 2 weeks, Michael met with Dr. Thompson to evaluate his progress and make necessary adjustments to the plan. "The key is consistency," she reminded him. "Small daily actions have a greater impact than big changes that don't sustain themselves." At home, the whole family began to benefit from the changes. Meals became moments of connection, with everyone participating in the preparation and learning about healthy eating. The children, impressed with their father's commitment, began asking questions about nutrition and health. After a month of following the plan developed by Dr. Thompson, the first signs of change began to appear in Michael's life. The transformations were subtle at first, but significant enough to confirm that he was on the right path. The first notable change was in sleep quality. "It's interesting how everything is interconnected," commented Dr. Thompson during a follow-up consultation. "Adequate folic acid, along with lifestyle changes, helps regulate sleep cycles. Better sleep, in turn, optimizes nutrient utilization." Michael noticed that he was waking up more refreshed without needing an alarm clock. The persistent fatigue that had accompanied him for months began to diminish. It's as if a fog was lifting, he described during a consultation. The doctor explained that this was related to improved brain oxygenation, provided by the adequate production of blood cells. At work, the changes were also noticeable. Michael's ability to concentrate improved significantly. Folic acid plays an important role in cognitive function, explained Dr. Thompson. When your levels are adequate, your brain can process information more efficiently. Meetings, which previously seemed to drain all his energy, became stimulating again. Michael found himself more participative, contributing ideas and creative solutions. His colleagues noticed the difference. "You seem more present," his partner commented during a business lunch. At the gym, progress also began to show. Following the doctor's guidance, Michael had initially reduced the intensity of exercises, but now he was gradually returning to his previous pace. "Your body is responding well, because now it has the necessary nutrients to recover properly," explained Dr. Thompson during an evaluation. Blood tests performed after 6 weeks of treatment brought encouraging results. Folic acid levels had increased significantly, approaching the ideal. Other health markers also showed improvements, especially those related to cardiovascular function. "These results are excellent," commented Dr. Thompson, showing the exams to Michael. "But the most important thing is how you're feeling." Indeed, beyond the numbers, Michael was experiencing a general sense of well-being that he hadn't felt in a long time. At home, Sarah noticed changes in her husband's mood. The irritability that had become frequent in recent months gave way to a lighter and more positive disposition. Family moments became more frequent and enjoyable. Michael returned to playing video games with the children and even suggested a bicycle ride in the park on weekends. The relationship with food also completely transformed. What began as a diet to increase folic acid levels became a new lifestyle. Michael discovered the pleasure of learning about new foods and preparing healthy meals. "It's impressive how our palate adapts when we give it a chance," he observed. During a follow-up consultation, Dr. Thompson explained that these changes were the result of a combination of factors. Folic acid was the key that allowed us to identify an important imbalance, but your improvement is the result of an integrated approach. Proper nutrition, regulated sleep, physical exercise, and stress control work in synergy. The doctor also highlighted the importance of consistency in the process. Many patients expect immediate results and get frustrated. You understood that health is a daily construction, and that made all the difference. Michael agreed, recognizing that his mindset towards health had completely changed. Colleagues at work began to notice changes in his appearance and disposition. Some even asked for Dr. Thompson's contact information, interested in better understanding their own health. Michael realized that his journey was inspiring other men to take better care of themselves. Michael's confidence, which had been shaken by months of low energy and disposition, was reestablishing itself. It wasn't just a matter of feeling more physically disposed. It was a deeper sense of being in control of his health and well-being. 6 months had passed since Michael began his transformation journey under Dr. Thompson's care. What started as a search for more energy had transformed into a complete revolution in his lifestyle. During the semi-annual follow-up consultation, it was time to evaluate the long-term results. "Your exams are excellent," commented Dr. Thompson, analyzing the most recent results. "Folic acid levels have not only normalized, but remained stable, which indicates that your body has found a healthy balance." But beyond the numbers, it was the qualitative changes that were most impressive. Michael's energy had returned to levels even better than before. "It's different from the artificial energy I used to seek with coffee and energy drinks," he explained. "Now it's a constant disposition that maintains throughout the day." The doctor explained that this was the result of the combination of adequate folic acid levels and the lifestyle changes he had incorporated. At work, his productivity reached new heights. Improved mental clarity and concentration capacity allowed him to accomplish more in less time. "You've optimized your metabolism," explained Dr. Thompson. "With adequate nutrients, Your brain functions like a well-regulated engine, consuming energy efficiently. The benefits also extended to his cardiovascular health. The exams showed a significant improvement in blood circulation and homocysteine levels. Folic acid works in conjunction with other B-complex vitamins to keep your cardiovascular system healthy, explained the doctor. It's like a well-coordinated team, where each element has its specific role. The practice of physical exercises had returned to the previous level, but now with more awareness and balance. Michael resumed running 5 kilometers daily, but learned to respect his body's signals and the importance of proper recovery. His Sunday runs with the group of executives became not just a moment of exercise, but of exchanging experiences about men's health. At home, the changes were even more evident. The whole family had embarked on the healthy eating journey. Family dinners became moments of discovery and connection, with everyone participating in meal preparation. The teenage children, initially resistant, now asked for nutrient-rich recipes they had learned to appreciate. Dr. Thompson observed that Michael's case had become a perfect example of how a single nutrient could be the catalyst for a broader transformation. When we start paying attention to one aspect of our health, we naturally become more aware of the whole, she explained. It's like a positive domino effect. The businessman had become an informal ambassador for men's health in his social circle. Colleagues, impressed with his transformation, began to seek preventive medical guidance. "You're helping to break the taboo that men only seek medical help when they're sick," commented Dr. Thompson, satisfied with the broader impact of her work. Michael's relationship with his own health had fundamentally changed. He now understood that taking care of himself wasn't a sign of weakness, but of intelligence and responsibility. "It's like managing a company," he reflected during a consultation. "We need to do preventive maintenance, not wait for the system to collapse." His story began to inspire other men his age. At a business event, Michael was invited to share his transformation experience. He spoke about the importance of folic acid, but also about the need for men to pay more attention to their body's signals and seek professional help when necessary. Dr. Anderson noticed that the impact of the treatment went beyond physical aspects. Michael's self-esteem and confidence had significantly strengthened. "When we feel good physically, it reflects in all aspects of our life," she explained. "It's a transformation that happens from the inside out." The new eating habits had become so natural that Michael barely remembered what his previous diet was like. Regular consumption of foods rich in folic acid was no longer an obligation, but a conscious and enjoyable choice. He had discovered dozens of creative recipes to incorporate spinach, lentils, and other nutritious foods into his daily menu. At the last follow-up consultation of the year, Dr. Anderson and Michael reflected on the entire journey. The office, which a year ago had been a scene of concern and uncertainty, was now a space for celebrating the results achieved and planning for the future. "Your story is a perfect example of how preventive medicine can transform lives," commented Dr. Anderson, as they reviewed together the evolution of the tests throughout the year. "But the most important thing was your willingness to take an active role in your own health." Michael had become a living example of how attention to a single nutrient, folic acid, could trigger a complete transformation in health and quality of life. "It's fascinating how our body responds when we give it what it needs," he reflected. "I never imagined that something seemingly so simple could make such a difference." The doctor took the moment to consolidate the main lessons learned during the treatment. "Folic acid was our gateway to a broader discussion about men's health," she explained. "But the success of your case is due to the comprehensive approach we adopted." Together, they listed the fundamental pillars that had supported the transformation: mindful eating, proper supplementation, regular physical exercise, stress management, and quality sleep. "It's like an orchestra," Dr. Anderson compared. "Each element has its role, but it's the harmony between them that creates perfect music." The most significant change, the doctor observed, was in Michael's mindset towards men's health. He had overcome the common stigma among men of only seeking medical help in extreme situations. "You understood that taking care of health is a sign of strength, not weakness," she praised. The impact of his transformation had extended far beyond his personal life. At the company, Michael implemented a preventive health program for his employees, with regular talks on nutrition and wellness. "It's gratifying to see how your experience is benefiting other people," Dr. Anderson commented. The relationship with his family had also strengthened. Sarah, his wife, noticed how he was more present and energetic. Their teenage children, inspired by their father's example, began to take more interest in healthy habits. Family meals, once rushed and silent, became moments of connection and learning about nutrition. "What impresses me the most," observed Dr. Anderson, "is how you turned a health problem into an opportunity for growth." Indeed, Michael had not only regained his energy and vitality, but had discovered a new passion for taking care of himself and inspiring others to do the same. Knowledge about folic acid and its importance for men's health had become a natural part of his conversations. Michael could now easily explain to other men how this nutrient affected energy, concentration, and overall well-being. "It's as if I've discovered a secret that needs to be shared," he joked. Looking to the future, Dr. Anderson emphasized the importance of maintaining the good habits acquired. "Health is an ongoing journey," she explained. "What we've achieved needs to be cultivated daily." Michael agreed, recognizing that the changes he had implemented were no longer sacrifices, but conscious choices for a better life. The doctor took the opportunity to highlight how Michael's case perfectly exemplified the new approach she advocated for men's health: preventive, comprehensive, and personalized. "Each man is unique, but the basic principles of healthcare are universal," she explained. At the end of the consultation, Michael realized that he had learned much more than just the importance of folic acid. He had discovered a new way of living, more conscious and balanced. "It's as if I've been given a second chance," he reflected. "And the best part is being able to share this experience with others." Dr. Anderson smiled, satisfied with the result of a year of joint work. "Your story shows that it's never too late to make positive changes," she concluded, "and that sometimes the solution to our problems can be in something as simple as paying attention to the nutrients our body needs." As Michael left the office that day, he felt a profound sense of gratitude and purpose. His journey had not only transformed his own life, but had also become a beacon of hope for other men struggling with similar issues. He was determined to continue sharing his story and the lessons he had learned about the importance of folic acid and overall health. In the months that followed, Michael became increasingly involved in men's health advocacy. He started a blog where he shared his experiences, tips for incorporating folic acid-rich foods into daily diets, and reflections on the broader aspects of men's wellness. The blog quickly gained a following, particularly among middle-aged men who saw themselves reflected in Michael's story. At work, the preventive health program he had implemented continued to grow. Employees reported increased energy levels, better concentration, and overall improved well-being. The company's productivity soared, and absenteeism due to health issues decreased significantly. Other businesses in the area began to take notice, and Michael found himself giving talks at various corporate events about the benefits of prioritizing employee health. At home, the positive changes continued to ripple through his family life. Sarah noticed a renewed spark in their relationship, attributing it to Michael's increased energy and positive outlook. Their children, now more health-conscious themselves, often engaged in conversations about nutrition and wellness at the dinner table. The family even started a small vegetable garden in their backyard, growing nutrient-rich produce including spinach and other leafy greens high in folic acid. Dr. Anderson, seeing the far-reaching impact of Michael's case, invited him to speak at a medical conference about the patient perspective on folic acid deficiency and treatment. His speech was well received, with many doctors in attendance expressing interest in learning more about incorporating folic acid awareness into their practice. As the second year of his health journey began, Michael reflected on how far he had come. What had started as a simple quest to regain his energy had blossomed into a complete lifestyle overhaul and a mission to help others. He realized that his experience with folic acid deficiency had been a wake-up call, not just for his physical health, but for his entire approach to life. Michael's story continued to inspire and educate, serving as a powerful reminder of the importance of nutrition, preventive care, and the often overlooked role of micronutrients like folic acid in overall health and well-being. His journey from a fatigued executive to a vibrant health advocate stood as a testament to the transformative power of knowledge, proper medical care, and the willingness to embrace positive change.